Welcome to the Franciscan Spirituality Center in La Crosse, Wisconsin's What is Spirituality podcast. Your host, Steve Spilde, is the Associate Director at the Center. His guests talk about their evolving understanding of God, prayer, healing, and wholeness. So, what does the word spirituality mean to you, Steve?
Spirituality. At an earlier stage in my life, I would have said that religion and spirituality are synonymous. And if they're not synonymous, then spirituality is wrong or even dangerous. But now I understand religion to be a subset of spirituality. Spirituality is about connection and wholeness. Spirituality, in my mind, is the connection between ourselves and forces bigger than ourselves, the connection between ourselves and what we understand as God or spirit or the universe. Spirituality is about our connection between ourselves and nature. It's about the connection between ourselves and the people around us. We're not isolated in this world. We're part of a whole that's bigger than ourselves. We is bigger than me. Spirituality is about wholeness within ourselves and connecting the various parts of ourselves, our mind, our body, and our spirit or emotions. When we bring all those together, that's an important part of spirituality.
You know, you mentioned the word isolation when you just answered that. And nowadays, we're all kind of in isolation and our self-imposed isolation with the pandemic that's out there, and we're supposed to shelter in place and all that. How has the time of pandemic changed your understanding or maybe helped your understanding of spirituality and how people deal with being alone and things like that?
I think my time at home as a father with an autistic child really prepared me for the pandemic, because I was at home with my daughter starting at about 18 months, and my daughter didn't really start speaking until she was 4, and it wasn't clear that she would ever speak. So there was a lot of silence and isolation during that 2-3 year period early on. And so I had to do a lot of that work of just, getting to know myself, living with myself in silence. I think that's what a lot of people are going through right now during the pandemic. So many people have just been so busy with day-to-day life. They just haven't had time to kind of look at the deeper questions like, who am I? What do I want? What am I doing? Is this what I want to be doing? They haven't had time to listen to their emotions. They've oftentimes not listened to their bodies. They've ignored their bodies. Pretty much all the things that we've neglected really come up during this time of silence and isolation. And so that's some of the struggles that people are having. And that's really what spirituality seeks to do, is to address that, to bring all of that isolation into connection, And then too, like the connection between people, whatever people who are living together, whatever issues that have been there between them, it's pretty hard to ignore it right now, because people are just spending so much time with each other and there's really no place to hide. They have to work it out. I think that's part of spirituality as well, is working out things that are broken, things that need healing.
Are religion and spirituality the same thing, Steve?
I think that religion is the way we practice spirituality, or another way of putting that, religion is how we as a group practice spirituality. It's kind of a agreed upon way that as a group we practice spirituality. But spirituality is kind of a personal thing. How I connect with God, how I connect with nature. Religion is basically a group of people kind of agree on certain ways that they practice their spirituality, certain beliefs that they hold in common. That's kind of my own understanding. It's a subset.
If you have any questions about any of the programs that they offer at the Franciscan Spirituality Center in La Crosse, Wisconsin, we invite you to call us at 608-791-5295. That's 608-791-5295. You can also visit our website at www.fscenter.org. www.fscenter.org. Thank you for listening.